All right, guys, what's up? I know no one's in here yet, but they'll be in here in a couple milliseconds. It's just a number. Yep. No 43.0 for you guys. It turned into 42.10. So, you are, in fact, first in the YouTube chat, gamer. Slightly shorter change list for this patch due to various team members working on larger scale changes required for balance, quality of life, and other required features for Build 42. Hello, Sean and Agent John. All right, my double chat is working, so I don't have to look at both panels. I can shrink this, and it's all good. Zoid Chan. Oh no. So they have general improvements to the player map, added street names to the in-game map, added a new type of style layer to the in-game map called Image Pyramid. This is used to control draw order and color of image pyramids. Forests no longer fade out when zooming out on the in-game map. The fading out was done due to the slowness of drawing of all the forest polygons. Now the zoomed out forests are rendered in an image pyramid. Wait a minute. I just realized. Does the map run fast? Also. Oh, wait. There's street names and it highlights them when you mouse over them? That's crazy. Oh, yeah, it stays green. What if I do this? It doesn't lag. This is kind of crazy. Try the new zombie density overlays. Are you talking about these? This lags. This lags. Oh no. Frame rate. I'm burning. That's the sound of my computer. Wow, we might actually have a properly colored map. Although I really like this map. Can I turn off the names? Oh yeah, and it turns off the highlight. Outline streets. I wonder. Oh, that turns off at some point. Am I gonna find like a random street out in the middle of nowhere I don't know about? Apparently that doesn't count. That leads me to believe I will not. They had GPS in 93? Yep. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Been wanting street names forever. I mean, it's going to be really fun when people refer to a location via street name instead of like something actually useful. Like it's on the corner of South Main and North Longington. And you're gonna be like, okay, but which town? All right, so more the improvements there. Updated fire and smoke visuals. Yeah. It still doesn't look connected to the game at all. It's like they just took like a high quality fire animation and slapped it on top. But it's a thing. Added gizmo controls for rotating moving items during extended placement. Ooh, let's check that out real fast. Can I place you? Yes. Oh my god. Can I do rotation? I'm not sure if I can do rotation. Oh, I just had to click it. Yo, this is actually legit. Voice cuts out now. I'll just put the microphone closer. I said it was cutting out. I knew it. Let's see here. Haunted M9. Yep. Added the ability for 90-minute days, now the new default for Apocalypse, to be selected in the sandbox settings. Existing saves will not have their day length modified. So, that's pretty major. That'll be the default setting for anything you click on in custom sandbox too, by the way. Not just Apocalypse. It's a trade-off. So on one hand, the game's a little bit easier. On the other hand, everything that takes time is going to take longer. Added the zombie sandbox option to disable the Voronoi noise. Randomization of distribution. The option to turn off the noise cutoff is not meant to be a general opt-out. It's a tool destined to workshop mappers to keep distribution deterministic. Disabling it will also double the amount of zombies spawned. Enjoy that. Adding barricades moved to the build menu. No, you can't just right-click them anymore. Lovely. Doors must now be closed before placing a barricade. Metal bar barricades now accept steel bars. That's actually kind of nice. Added new sound effect for clapping in opening fridges. Remove the current sandbox setting for non-unique home VHS tapes as the current implementation does not work as intended. Added fishing with spinning. The player has to reel the line from time to time in order to catch something. The reeling mechanic is still work in progress, however. Interesting. Added controller support for fishing. Cheek clapping when in full panic. Oh no. Change the cast button on the gamepad to right trigger and improve switch between gamepad and keyboard for fishing. Oh no, I put the microphone closer to my face and now all I can hear is the spit sounds. Added animations for lunging zombies and zombies that turn on the spot. Added animations for zombies staggering left and right. Oh my god. Can I push a zombie down from the side? Zombies, please. Acquire. Do I have a cat? Yes. Multiple. Wait, where are the zombies? I don't know. I think they still might be immune from the side. But they have a new animation for it, which is kind of nice. All right, where's one look in the right direction? You. The zombies stagger with bombs or just ragdoll? I think the close ones stagger, or ragdoll, and the slightly farther ones do a stagger animation. Reverted a previous fix for balaclava clipping after player feedback. Changed balaclava body location back to mask. That Reddit post won. They got out-memed. Added alternate models for when the hoodie, padded jacket, and poncho hoods are up while wearing the balaclava. Added new alternative models for bandana masks to be worn when certain clothing hoods are up. Change welding mask to use no beard hair group. Note that some clipping will still occur, but it's far better than before. Change animated clock hands to use textures instead of models. More clock stuff. Balance. Default Apocalypse will have 90-minute days. The Sandbox loot setting for Default Apocalypse went from 0.4 to 0.6 for all individual loot settings. 50% more loot in Apocalypse, which is already super abundant. That's kind of crazy. What does that even look like in a normal house? Double meat cleavers. Not bad. Let's go to another house. Oh, let's check out this closet. Yeah, you can actually see more. I won't say it's too much. I just there's definitely more there. All right, let's look at this. Added piercing. Bullets to the M14. Industrial dye can spawn in many more colors. Players can now sneak with heavily damaged feet, but much more slowly. You could sneak before. So I guess it's just a nerf to make you walk slower? Or could you not sneak before? Fix issues with new zombie spawn map system that, for example, are spawning far too many zombies at isolated cabins and at police stations. Well. Oh, I have some weird highlight turned on still. Let's go to Riverside and see if the police station has way too many zombies next to it. You know, I wouldn't say it's got way too many zombies next to it. It's still got quite a few. Swimming across the river went. Did that not turn off? Oh, it just looks like that when you zoom out. There we go. No, I clicked on the wrong thing. Where's that cabin over here? What's the chances, guys? It's empty. I don't hear zombies. It's empty. Now, is that because of the cutoff thing? Yeah. Where else would be a spot that has too many zombies, generally? This is also completely empty. Is this the cutoff thing, too? Was it just unlucky twice? No. Okay, so this is actually fixed. Good news, guys. Take care. We get nice park bench water sounds. Let's go. Three mansions was insane. Probably. Echo Creek Gun Store also had an obscene amount when you went, but I don't know if that was a fluke. I think that's on purpose. Prison Drug Lab. The Drug Lab didn't really have that many near it. Oh, the corn maze. Good idea. Good idea. Where are you? Right here? Empty. Check the cutoff real fast. Nope, wasn't cut off. You know, it's going to be hard to find the corn maze without the actual highlight turned on. That's not it, right? No, it still has. It's better. It's better, but it still has a bunch of zombies on the fence. I mean, there's like a festival going on down here. You expect them to be here. It's just like when they're way down over here, it's like, eh. We can turn that off. Corn Road. Yeah. Debug added street name editor to the F8 map editor. Item list viewer now shows additional number spawn column that indicates the number of times each inventory item has appeared either as loot or story clutter. Does that go up if I go to other places? Yep. It's counting. That's kind of fun. Made pest interaction information visible in the growing season interface plus plant info. Teleport menu, quality of life. Just use the map, guys. Fix window focus on create added select all text in X input when focused. More debug stuff. This is stuff I care about, but not other people. Well, I mean, there's plenty of people who care about it, like all the modders. Refresh button resets coordinates to current player location. Save and load our placeholder alternative text for copy pasting coordinates. Added double click on load coordinate triggers. Teleport to the clipboard coordinates. Added support for two-part coordinates and assumes Z is 0 in this case. That's actually really nice. What's the best current armor in build 42? The bone armor thingy? I mean, the metal armor takes like more than 10 hits to actually break. So I'd say that's probably the best. Added check if player has moved to enable refresh button when coordinates do not match the player's location. Adding perks via debug menu. That it just says adding perks via debug menu. Added modified trait XP boost helper method for adjusting XP boosts when traits are added or removed. Oh no! That's actually gonna suck. Removing traits via debug menu does not make changes to the perk levels on an existing player. This is intentional as there may be issues at level 0 and 10 when perk levels are adjusted via debugger mods. The debug menu has function to directly adjust character perk levels, so the functionality to manually do this is still possible. Add a new debug option. Collide with obstacles. Defaults to true on non-debug builds. Fixes. Fix the sleeping crash. Fix crawlers being difficult to target. Fix double doors, spawning extra objects when opening. Breaking doesn't matter. No, it saves you from one mistake and then you make new armor. It depends on if you get hit multiple times because you got caught by a single zombie. Because that's what tends to happen to people. They don't just get bit by one zombie. They get like bumped, run into a group of zombies, and then mauled to death. Did they finally update how the fire spreads, or is it just texture sprite? It's just visual. The double door thing was unplayable. It really was. Let's go make sure that's actually functioning though, right? I do not like the street names popping up when I mouse over them from a quarter mile away. It works. You took a break from the game because of the double door bug? Yeah, it's honestly like If you use double doors, it was game breaking. But that's kind of the state of the unstable. I want to check crawlers out, but I feel like it's going to take forever to figure out if it's actually good or not. Fix player animation sometimes freezing when attacked by multiple zombies. Fix the bump state causing an odd 90-degree turn when the player bumps into something. Are we just back to vanilla bumping now? Yeah. Zombie couldn't even hit me. Well, that's fun. Let's get away from the banging sounds. Fix vehicles, killing ragdoll Zeds on the slightest impact. Zombies are now shunted out of walls and vehicles correctly, and no longer get stuck inside of them. This fix, however, remains partial and needs improvement. Fix ragdoll zombies getting stuck on other ragdoll corpses. They are now non-solid, so they don't block movement. Identical to non... Oh, so they don't block movement of the player and other zombies. Identical to non-ragdoll zombies that are on the ground, falling down, or staggering from player hits. Sprinters don't lose their hit, their collider, or like solidness when you hit them, by the way. Fix intermittent depth issue with visibility polygon. Fix threading issues with vehicles. Zombie animation skipping frames and split screen. Error. Ooh! People might like that one a lot. Fix error when right-clicking on fishing nets placed in the world. Missing device options for radios. Transparent pixels on a jacket. Hopefully twitchy one-handed animations when moving and strafing. Is it only the one hands? Because two-handed had the problem too. Let's check this out real fast. Nope, still twitchy. Still twitchy. Even with one-handed. Our zombie spawns in isolated location. Oh man, this microphone right thing. The spawns are different. I'm not gonna say they're amazing. Some spots definitely got fixed. All right, no huge amount of zombies there anymore. That's kind of a lot. That's ridiculous. Oh, no, it's not. It's not even that many. It lies. It looks like a lot, but it isn't. Yeah, I'd say it's a lot better than it was before. Fix the seed duplication stuff. Fix some fix some missing references for forged food containers. Goodbye, zombies. Fix the invalid depth of muzzle flash sprites. Incorrect animation played when taking pills while in cover with a walk injury. That's pretty specific. Fire sprites on burning characters. Oh yeah, they'd like turn invisible if you're facing the wrong way. And they no longer float above prone zombies. Fix errors when the player were clicking on objects in the world. Fix character creation clothing error. Unused tile properties still being present. Forged tooltip display. Displaying when mouse is over the collapsed window. Not being able to sight the outside grass when there was a roof above it. It should not regrow when sight inside or underneath a roof. Can you still not do a full wilderness run? You can do a full wilderness run, and you've been able to since I made that one stone to steel video. Being able to vault through walls when stairs were next to a wall. Vehicle radios playing broadcast audio during random stack noises. The problem with the full wilderness run is that you need iron ore or nails. One of the two. Fix hitching when panning and zooming the spawn location image. Yeah, you can just do a foraging forever run, which is what a lot of rat racers have been doing. Fix the bottom border of the spawn location image being cut off. Metal walls not requiring welding rods. More errors. Save files possibly breaking when moved to a different computer. I wonder if that was screwing up their QA. Mini item atlas textures being created when using extended placement UI. Interesting. Maps stored in containers closing instantly after opening. Maps are no longer returned to containers. Fix a combo washer dryer not showing in the context menu if water's out. Pistol aiming animation playing when it shouldn't. Wrong barricade health multiplier if the character has 6 levels in welding. Wrong distance calculation blocking recipes that use items from squares or tiles around the character. You can't mine iron ore. It doesn't spawn. You can mine it though. You can mine it with the stone mall thing, right? The maps instantly closing when returning to a container still happens to you in the new update. Amazing. Fix being able to craft from the build menu without appropriate skill level. Oh no. The debug brush tool creating invalid garage doors from open sprites. Errors when the tree an animal is attached to is already unloaded when the animal is unloading. Interesting. You don't get why they abandoned primitive crafting for the last few updates? Probably the thing at the top of this where they're talking about adding required features and large scale changes. We'll see. Fix being able to lure an animal further from a tree than the length of rope it's attached to. Wait, you can tie them to the trees? This is how much I care about the farming and husbandry. All they have to do is remove nails from the pottery wheel and hand press and remove light fire from the kiln. Yeah, you can skip the whole thing with the iron ore, which is kind of painful. Fix being unable to craft using items from a vehicle's trunk due to the wrong distance calculation. Fix an error when cutting down a tree that an animal was attached to. Not being able to craft using items from a vehicle's trunk if the trunk had a bag or other item container inside it. Hey, I think I actually ran into this bug and couldn't figure out what was wrong. Black pig head returning a calf skull instead of a pig skull. Beer can not boiling water. Hey, people will be happy about that. Missing no beard hair group on the surgical mask. More mask stuff. Minor issue with clipping and transparency issues with outfits. Mediocre blending of the surrender animation. Clap animation. Some surface clutter items spawning in a state where they have inconsistent quality. You mean I can skip fences by just tying them there? I don't know. I haven't even messed around with it. Like the new fire sprites, they look way deadlier. I mean, they're more obvious, I'll say that. I don't think they particularly look well, though. Some inappropriate fish spawn locations. Water bubbles not appearing when water quality is set to low. What does that even mean? An error when equipping a fishing rod on gamepad. A bug with fishing catch chance. Pancakes consuming the whole pancake mix instead of one unit. Hey, you don't have to use the whole box to make a single pancake. Error when players select a rear seat via vehicle menu. Fixed Only one animation used when zombies are killed by melee from the front. Modding notes: if you have a buildable tile object that uses a custom onCreate function, that will need to be updated. I expect a lot of mods are broken. Try out the fishing reel? I will. That's why I stopped at a pond. So I think I'm going to make it stop raining, because that's loud. All right, so we need a rod. We need some worms. We need to do this crazy thing where you have to like click the rod and add the worm to it directly, instead of having a little fishing menu that does it automatically for you. All right, there's some booblies right there. So I have to randomly reel in my fishing rod to make them actually want to catch it or bite it. Oh, I'm in God mode. I can't hear anything. There we go. Looks like 2 zomboid cursors too. It's because I'm in windowed mode. They really don't want you fast forwarding fishing, do they? Fishing has to be entertaining in multiplayer. Remember that. That's the whole point to this change. I hate it that I have to search for a generator that's equipped in my hands. Best quote about PC inventory? Yeah. Think I'm pulling a little too often? Oh, I absolutely am. I didn't even have to do anything. I just caught a fish. Tiniest little thing, though. Imagine this is more of the anti-FK timer. What's the symbol to the left of the pause menu? This is a mod that shows you the amount of XP you're getting in the style of RuneScape, called Spike's Rune XP patch. Something like that, anyway. Oh, wait, I don't have a worm. No. Yes, having to manually add a worm every time. I love it, guys. I think the new mechanic for fishing only applies when you're fishing in areas where the fish are less common. Like no bubbles or just unlucky scenarios. I didn't even know you could fish if there wasn't a bubble. But is it really better? Now you just have to confirm that you're indeed not AFK to fish. Might as well just captcha to catch a fish. Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like your character could just automatically do it. If we're gonna make people sit around for a long time to fish, like, please don't make it annoying. Have I or will I update the stone to steel flowchart? What has changed item-wise in it? Is this trash? Yeah. Remove the question mark from foraging? Yeah. Dynamite fishing mod win. After fishing ragdolls? Oh no. The memes are coming in thick, guys. I mean, fishing still seems the same, except I'm catching way more fish than normal with my fishing skill's low, right? Yeah, it's 0. I'd say fishing actually got easier somehow. I don't know. Will any small body of water work with the new reel thing? Maybe? I don't know. This is how he died to a fish slap. I mean, why wouldn't water not work with fishing? It'd be weird if it didn't work. Has there ever been a fun fishing minigame ever? Fun, I would say no, not really. Difficult, yes. I mean, it's really no different than just like spawning a Tetris menu in front of you. Except in this case, the fish get how far away can I do it? They fight back the closer they are to you. Like it increases, so you just stand away from the shore. I don't know if they fixed that yet. Fast forward until bite still works. It's annoying to test if I'm in debug mode. Will it fight back at all? I'm gonna say no. Yeah, nothing at all. I've only ever seen bubbles spawn in pools that are at least 7 tiles wide. Some pools are 5 wide, and the tightest don't spawn bubbles. So I saw bubbles in... This is going to be hard to find. Not really, because I know where I'm going, but... Where is it? I've had bubbles in this. I mean, it's a couple tiles wide, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I guess that's wide enough? I don't know. Why can't we fish just like an OSRS? I mean, that's what we had before, and then they added this system. Back in my day, we used to use spears to fish. I'm sorry, but I would cook the lobsters off the dock in Karamja. Is that how you say that word? I don't think I've ever said it out loud. Can we still fish from pools? If you can find a pool that they haven't hard-coded you not being able to fish from, you can. Did they hoodwink us with the numbers? 42.9 is not 42.09, so how are we on 42.10? Memes. That's the answer. All right. What else happened? Oh, I haven't like set something big on fire. Let's do that. Hello, zombies. Don't mind me. Oh no, I'm sorry. The fire on the zombies looks even funnier. The fire's too real looking? It's the same problem where it's kind of just floating there, right? They just like upgraded the textures. This is fine, guys. It's starting to grow on you. I would say it's better than the previous version because it actually kind of fits again. But I like the cartoon of the previous version because it just wasn't realistic at all. And this is like a middle point where it's trying. Reminds me of HD Minecraft mods. That's exactly what I'm looking at here. HD Minecraft mod. New fire effect? Yeah, new visual on it. It's the exact same system where like the fire starts small, it gets big, and then small again. But with a different texture, basically. RTX fire. Is there a light switch nearby? Ooh. The zombies all hearing the same fire sound and walking towards it is like proper cult behavior. And I'd say it's easier on the eyes when you're zoomed out. Looks out of place. I mean, the original fire looked out of place. I don't know how they're going to find out a way to like make fire that fits the game. I feel like this is like too difficult of a job and they should have just left it alone. Did they add fires to the fire pits now? Ooh, good question. I ungod moded myself when I did that. What's up with Build 42 and adding stuff that breaks the art style? YOLO? Where's the place with a fire pit? There's probably one over here, right? Nope. When did we get street names? Fire pit or fireplace? Ooh. 3 mansions it is. I know there's a fireplace over here. Here are the zombies real fast. What spawned in it? Good things spawn in fireplaces. Oh, jeez. We have like the texture logs. Oh, I turn off the light in here. If I close the curtains, it'll get darker. Oh yeah, there we go. It's a new intro screen. YouTube green screen effect on wood sprite. Yep. Yeah, zoomed out, it's not terrible. Like if you can't see the detail, it's fine. But like, who plays zoomed out inside their house? You're just gonna zoom in. Logs from PZ and fire from Red Dead Redemption 2. When you close your eyes, it looks fine. Yeah, if you're just not looking at it, it's fine. Don't worry. See? Can't even tell. You're surprised at how bright the rooms are, windows open in this? The light levels in this game are weird because it's like fully lit or pitch black, and there's really no in between. Can I not close this curtain? Like, this doesn't happen in real life. There's a lamp there. Reflections would cover the whole room. In between is gated by the cat eyes trait. It doesn't work inside houses anymore, right? Yeah, no difference. It's really nice outside, though. I'll tell you that. Global illumination in PZ when? Oh, yeah, we're going full ray tracing. It's a horror game. Let me tell you a little secret about the pitch black rooms in Zomboid. Here, let me go to McCoy's. Does McCoy's have zombies at it today? More zombies than usual, I'll give it that. Alright, let's sneak in here. Hey, zombies! Come to me! Can I get like some faster zombies? There we go. Alright, I'm just go to God mode so they walk in here while I do this. Ooh. Typing in bat? Oh, I was scrolled down. I'm like, bat doesn't bring the normal bat up. We just, let's just turn off the lights. This is fine, guys. Zombies can't fight back. Now, to be fair, you can't really see them either. Do I have the highlight turned on? I think it's in like user interface, isn't it? Oh, it's turned on. They turned that off again in the pitch black. So cat eyes in the dark mod is OP. You can't see inside a house with cat eyes. What's being tested here? I'm just killing a zombie as a cheater, basically. What if you spam F on the flashlight quickly to see? So if you like that, the zombies are just going to instantly see you and eat you alive, basically. See? I'm dying. Remember, the zombies in this game are cheaters who know your position after they spot you. So see the bonus spot time? Even though I go around a corner, they'll still know where I am for a while. Zombies can't fight back in dark rooms. If the zombie has not seen you and you are in a pitch black room, the zombie cannot aggro onto you. I love the zombie mood icons. Yeah, I love that bit. Can it still hear you? Yes, you can scream to call them in nearby to beat them to death. They should fix this so you can get some night vision action in PZ. I don't think they want to. All right. Is there anything else on this list of things? Oh, there was like ragdolls in cars. Let me check that out. Night vision would be OP in multiplayer. Multiplayer will never really be that great for PvP. Okay, so I don't think they improved it. Let's just go back to the zombie instantly dying. Yeah, let's not do this. Revert it. I can't even run over crawlers correctly. It just gets teleported out of the car. Oh my god, what happened? What's the purpose of this change? I think people are complaining about cars being too OP. The zombies can't even stop your car anymore. Really? They've actually made it more OP. Is my ragdoll turned off? Is that what's going on? It's turned off. Okay, let's try that again. I mean, it's really not that much better. It is slowing the car down, though. It just went back to killing them near instantly. Still launching off of corpses? Yeah. They just die. I don't know about this teleportation thing. This isn't a stolen police car. I just made this right in front of you. What's up, Pixel Clicker? How's it going? Zomboids give up on stopping the car. Yeah, the teleportation is like... Hold up, let's make a crawler real fast. Crawler, spawn. Will it get teleported out of the car? Okay, you can actually drive over... Oh, it did get teleported. Oh no, it died. I need more crawlers. What is happening there? That's the thing about pushing zombies into a vehicle and then they teleport. What? Oh. If you push or knock back a zombie into a car, it would teleport behind you. Stand up, buddy. Nothing personal, kid. Oh, yeah, it seems like if you're fighting right next to a car, you're doing it wrong. Shoving Zeds under tires was my favorite crowd control. Yeah, it was really OP, too. Blinky crawlers. Yep. They teleport because the zombies are magical creatures. That explains everything, guys. We can stop investigating the game. Yeah, it definitely teleports if you bump into it. Or bump it into a car. Let's you gonna get up anytime soon, buddy? Oh, he's a crawler now. Let me just slide him over a bit. That's fine. What happens at high speed? Let's try some. I don't know if I can even do high speed in this situation. It's kind of high speed. Yep, classic. It's only the low speed stuff that's screwed up. He did the little stutter thing in front of the car for a second there. They can break your siren? Yes, they can. You feel like you need to blame this on me? Because every time I post something. Did I post a thing about shoving zombies under cars? I think someone else did that. Just pick Speed Demon. That looks proper. He still did the teleportation thing. And then ragdolled and like flew away. How does a zombie even break a siren that's on the roof? The siren... they just like... It gets really annoying in the game if someone turns a siren on and it just lasts forever, basically. Why am I running over disabled people? Classic. Sunday Driver bad? Sunday Driver isn't that bad anymore. Unless they changed it again. So look, I can go beyond 30 miles an hour, guys. Now try it on the dirt. Fun fact, they made off-roading a lot easier last patch too. Do you have to start a new save for all the changes to make it in-game? Yes. Why would someone take Sunday Driver? They needed 1 point. Does unchecking the new distribution option with max swap just flood the map with Zeds? Probably. For the points, but they shouldn't. That's why I think it's funny that people are coming up with Sunday Driver as bad after they made it good. Y'all got the worst information. It's like the Reddit figuring out that spears are good again after a couple months of them being good. How's it good? It no longer limits your max speed to 30. Instead, it reduces your max speed by a percentage. See how I'm going 60 right now? Why would you drive through a horde, speed demon or not? I don't know. You feel like it? Let's go off-roading. Sure, it's good, but is it better than default? The question with negative traits are not, is it better than default? The question is, does it do something that you're willing to ignore? And the answer is yes. This is something you can easily ignore. Didn't it increase the sound of the reverse tone as well? No, that was a Speed Demon. The reason why Sunday Driver reversing is loud is because you hit max RPM, but you just don't anymore. What about torque and turning power when off-road? This is off-road right here. Like, this is rain. Well, no, it's not rain grass because I made a new character, but I'm just driving in the grass. Going over 30 with Sunday Driver. The reverse speed, though. Yeah, the reverse speed sucks. Well, that's... Remember, reverse speed was already low, so if you reduce it by like 30%, it's just going to be slow. Yeah, no, Sunday Driver actually... I mean, the problem is it's only worth 1 point, right? Like, I don't really run into situations where Sunday Driver matters, but I would take it if I did. I'd easily take it over any other 1-pointer. I like towing the Empire State Building. Well, joke's on you because towing just completely sucks for everyone. That reverse speed's unironically going to kill you? What are you trying to reverse out of at full speed? Did you actually drive into a group of zombies and decide you need to back up? Towing is fine already? It still sucks. It functions. It still sucks. Tow backwards, it works for some reason? Yeah, because physics are weird. Towing it brick by brick now. Backwards donuts? That destroys your hood. Towing isn't completely broken. It's just unusable in most situations. Yeah, it's kind of... It works. You never run into a crowded street and back out? Yeah, I zoom my camera out, and then I don't have to back out. Let's see here. Yeah, high thirst. All right, so your options for 1-pointers are Sunday Driver or high thirst. By default, you already have high thirst in build 42, so this is high thirst squared for 1 point. Not worth. So let me show you guys this. You know how you have to like zoom your window down to do the combat stance zoom? You don't actually have to do that. Let's throw a car in over here. So like I can't look in front of me. I wind the window down. I can look in front of me. You just turn on a keybind instead. Where's toggle to zoom? I know it's in here. Didn't move it, did they? Pan camera right here. So you can just do this. And then this. Now you can just start driving your car and not have to suffer. And then when you're done looking at a place, you just let go of the button and you're fine. And you're like, oh wait, I gotta check in front of me. There we go. Did Apocalypse used to be 60-minute days? Yes. Autopan is also great. No, Autopan's terrible. I hate it. It doesn't handle going around like long curves very well. I use backwards donuts to level up metalworking. I mean, leveling metalworking is still just like melting a million cars. All right. Yeah, towing backwards because whatever towing math they're using doesn't apply backwards. I think it does apply backwards. It's just that going backwards has like a set amount of torque. So they have 90-minute days for APOC, and in Sandbox you can up it to 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah, you've always been able to up it to like 2 or 3 hours though. They just never had 90 minutes as a setting before. Does leg protection still not matter? Correct. You don't get bit in the legs from standing zombies. You can get hit in your groin though. That's important. Yeah, crawlers can bite you in the legs, but if you get bit in the leg by a crawler, you got problems other than just armor. Any idea why they changed the day length? It makes starvation harder. It makes the game a little bit easier. It also makes certain things like farming take longer, technically. So I'm not exactly sure, but I assume it's just to make the game a little easier. Yeah, so here's the time for default now. Hour 30. It used to be 1 hour. I actually think 30-minute days is kind of fun because you're like rushing all over the place. But that's my idea. CDDA is manageable again. Easy first 5 days, no mods. I assume the farmhouse doesn't have 1 trillion zombies at it. That was kind of crazy, but I still lived through it. So, I mean, CDDA was still possible. They said it's in part of preparation to upcoming scale something. Large scale balance changes is what they said. So I imagine the next patch is going to take a long time. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. Let me just catch on fire real fast. That's a meme. I'm out of here. What does the farmhouse look like? Last time I did this on CDDA, there was like 100 zombies. No, it was 70 zombies or something like that. All right, so first of all, why does the barn, spawn so many zombies? It's like farming equipment is too OP, so they hate you. They're not even in the house. Check the cutoff. Hilarious. All right, let's do another CDDA. Barn can spawn a pickaxe. New best weapon in the game, by the way. From season 1 of The Walking Dead, right? The farm in the barn? Oh, jeez. Let's try again. Really need to stop balancing items with more zombies around because that's stupid. Keep spamming CDA runs until all of Moldra is clear. I don't know about that. Is that not the same cutoff I just had? Is this a specific seed? I'm going to quit all the way out of the game and launch it again. I thought the fire hardened spears were the best. One-shotting at level 0 is as good as it gets. So the fire hardened spears are just annoying to make infinite of, whereas the pickaxe you can make infinite very easily. That being said, the spears mechanic of one-shotting zombies anytime you crit, no matter how much damage you do, makes it one of the best weapons. And once your muscle strain builds up, you can just switch to a spear and keep killing. So you can kind of like double up your leveling. You don't have to run away and like wait for your strain to go away. Our garden fork's still busted? Yep. If anyone cares... Wait. Where'd it go? If anyone cares, here's a seed for the Z cutoff with no zombies in March Ridge. I hate that that's like random numbers and I can't recognize that as anything but some sort of scam. I think the seed's pre-made. Is this that seed? Can I see the seed anywhere? Like in my save files, maybe? The seed is covered up by the buttons. Details, maybe? They nerfed the strat? What is that fire animation? It's a new one. In text console, search Control F and search World Seed. That might be a little bit too much effort for this. All right, so it doesn't obviously show the seed. There's a different spot that consistently easy to get to and safe pop-wise. Map worldgen.bin. I'm not gonna bother to open that. Why would you use a different spot than where you spawned that has like multiple empty houses? When you launch the challenge, maybe? Are you saying type in the console? Maybe. So let's look at this map real fast. Considering it's preset, we can just decide where to go, right? Yeah, let's do cutoff and intensity. So, this house is freebie. It's gonna burn down, though. So, walk over here to this house and get loot. Alright, so I'm gonna walk over here. There's, socks. Couple zombies. Some food to lose my cold with. Maybe. No, it's rotten. Main menu when you start a new game. You don't get that when you do CDDA. Where's that farmhouse? It's like right up here. Okay, that's got zombies spawning on top of it. So this is a corner one. But you can walk this way into town. Like, you don't have to leave town. You can just walk into town. And get all the way, like the motel. You don't have that long to do this, though. Because the zombies will spread out. But you could, like, run for it to the motel. Pass all these houses. Only have to fight the house spawns. Loot whatever you need to loot. CDDA speedrun time? How long until you lose the cold? When you launch in secondary mode from Steam, that gives you the different console. Oh, okay. 90-minute days. I can't believe people actually care about the 90-minute days. I figured more people. Here's what I think is going to happen. A bunch of people are going to love it in the beginning, and then people are going to realize that it makes the game take longer in everything. And they're going to be like, okay, so having to eat less isn't worth everything taking longer. Counterpoint, speed up time. Well, fast forwarding. Fast forwarding kind of breaks the game. The zombies can't pathfind correctly. Some things take longer than they should while you're fast forwarding. If only there was a trait to make you eat less. If only that trait to make you eat less actually did anything. It doesn't do anything? Alright, so you're talking about slow metabolism, right? So what happens with slow metabolism is you have to hit 0 calorie, or the negative cap of calories, which is like negative 2200 or whatever. Then eat all the way up to gaining weight. That's when you benefit. If you just eat all the time, you don't benefit. And even then, it's a tiny amount. It's like 300 calories per session of going from the negative cap to gaining weight. I promise you the March Ridge seed was not a scam for anything, by the way. I know. It's just like, you just see a bunch of numbers like that, and it's like, okay, put that into your password, guys. I promise. Did you know if you type your password, it's censored on the internet? Don't do it, by the way. It isn't. All right, boys, we're testing the March Rid seed. Let's go. 102? No. They censor credit cards too. Oh, geez. Is that the new version of that one? Dang, you should have added the question mark. Oh my god. I'm getting RuneScape. Guys, I'm gonna trim your armor for free. Just hand me it right now. Alright, so you're telling me there's no zombies here. Why? Did they make these cutoff things larger? Bro, March Ridge is empty. Thanks, man. I've wanted gold trim all my life. The world seed for CDDA is literally just 0. That's a good seed. What is that again? Enjoy. How rare is that? I don't know. I think these corridor things are bigger now. Like, what is this? Just an empty area? I like this, though. I like it when I drive around and I'm like, whoa, this place is deserted. Like, look at how big that is over here. Like, you could fit a whole city in there. Do zombie spawns actually affect loot or vice versa? So zombie spawns are tied to the tile type now. And this weird noise-based map. So military tiles will spawn more zombies in a larger radius than like normal ones. Which is why police stations have a ton of zombies around them. And as for loot, there is a loot setting that's like the more zombies there are, the more loot you get. It doesn't seem to work when I tested it. Like maybe someone else has figured out how to do it properly, but look, guys, it's Ohio Drive. Every single town has the same road names, I swear. No one is capable. I like how Kentucky 60 turns into Brandenburg Bypass. And it goes back to 60 again. It is actually just like RL. I know. Isn't it crazy? I hate that so much. Willie Drive. I wonder if they've changed the outside world. We're going on a fast move speed drive. Is this still set up? No, it isn't. Looks like this hasn't changed at all. I need to find a bit of water here somehow. I liked it. I liked it when this would change like every patch without them mentioning anything about it. I think you go faster right than left. Same rocks and everything. Is this procedurally generated? Yeah, I'm on the map beyond the map. So here's where the map ends, and I'm way out over here. Is sand still impossible to find out here? That's why I was trying to find a pond of some kind. But they only spawn in these forests, and it's like impossible to see in these things. What if I go up towards the river? There, we'll start right here. Oh, well, that looks unfortunate for the ability for sand to exist. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. What was that? That was just a darker tree. Does the road go on forever? Not forever. There's an end to the actual map, but yeah, it goes on forever. Same with the bridge in LV. They changed the sound effects for TVs and radios. Yeah, I was standing next to a TV earlier. I don't know if anyone noticed. Did you see the Illinois map add-on? I had it actually like remake itself. What does that even mean? Can't wait for some of the mod infinitely spawning mega cities. What is that game's name? It's in the same world as a 42.1. The patch so nice, we got it twice. Did it update again? Detective game? No, it's like Neo Scavenger. No, wait, Neo Scavenger is its name. Mega Cities out in the randomness. I was really hoping I'd find like a pond right next to the road. That happened to me once. I guess if we use the same seed, someone could like find a seed with a pond next to the road and live out here. All right. Enough waffling. You passed it? Did I pass a pond? How long ago did that occur? Because oh, there we go. No sand. No mud either. So it's still unusable. Remember, guys, just get a mod that lets you make sand and mud. I dubbed the Lake Retinuru. Could he even spell my name right for that, huh? All right. I'm gonna quickly scroll through this and see if I find anything. Yeah, some fishing change that doesn't really seem to do anything. I guess unless you're like straight AFK. Let's go next to a TV real fast for the sake of the memes. Here's the house. Yep, it's different. No, don't pound on my doors. Oh, you must be upstairs. Oh no, it's that door. I'm blind. Know that. Go watch the TV. Legally distinct Home Alone is on TV. Yay. No more Bill Clinton voice. Was it really him? I'm pretty sure it was Bill Clinton. It sounds just like him. Oh, I missed the stairs. There we go. They increase the amount of loot and it's visibly more, but I also feel like there isn't more loot. It's just like they spawn more junk items. Like a trumpet case. Everything's angry now. That interview was in the 2000s? That's funny. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh my god. The harmonica in multiplayer. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Apocalypse in Build 42 feels like Hydrograph with all the useless crap in every container. Yeah, it kind of does. But for those of you on YouTube, I'm getting out of here. I will continue on in Twitch because it is actually my normal streaming time. But I'm probably going to be playing Vintage Story and not Zomboid. Zomboid might happen tomorrow. I'll wait till people come up with crazy things from the patch and then I'll play it. Dang, I'm making you switch? Yep. Aztec Death Whistle win. Somebody needs to mod that in right now. Here, I'll even do the proper thing, like link my own Twitch. Here comes the follow spam. I'm gonna... Oh god! I'm hearing myself. But I will see you guys next... Well, not next patch on YouTube, because I'll release a video about this one at some point. Bye!